Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and we are taking a tier 9 British cruiser, the Neptune, out. And I have to say, I really do love the ship. Anyone that has been on my channel for some time is well aware that I do love my British cruisers, especially the Neptune and Minotaur, especially the Neptune. I really do enjoy this cruiser. Let's go ahead and take a look at the teams. We're playing on Shards, playing Domination. We have a Ranger, Iowa, Missouri, two North Carolinas, KGV, Baltimore, Neptune, Rune, Otago, Fletcher, and Agajamada. I am joined with the clanmate, Rommel, in the Rune. On the enemy team, there's a Ranger, Iowa, FDR, North Carolina, Alabama, Duke of York, Baltimore, Neptune, Ibuki, Fiji, Yugamo, and a Z-23. Now, I do want to say right now, I'm sorry, Rommel. I know you are probably watching this and you're probably cringing, but this was a really fun battle with the Neptune. Very high damaging game, and I really did enjoy it. And probably, if anyone is working up the British cruiser line and you're not quite certain on how you feel, just watch this. You'll understand why I like the British cruisers so much. Yes, the British cruisers have very weak armor and do have to rely quite heavily on not being spotted, as well as using your smoke screen. Now, Rommel in his Rune decides to follow our destroyer up the A channel, and unfortunately for Rommel, this Neptune's not by himself. Finally spotted by the enemy dive bombers. Not really that concerned about the dive bombers is the Neptune. The Neptune has really good AA. As you can see, we're starting to really shoot down planes. Granted, I probably should have focused more on shooting them down, but right now I want to focus this Neptune down as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can get a good hit. I do go ahead and pop my smoke because we were detected by planes, and as you can see, there are few battleships pushing towards A. That is the Iowa and the Frigid Grosse. And yeah, once again, the British cruisers really can't handle any big caliber guns. Unfortunately, Rommel does go down, but this Neptune is showing us a lot of broadside. Just look how quickly we melt this Neptune. 4 citadels. Can we finish him off? It does look like he is repairing. He's trying to get his ship turned, but our armor piercing was able to finish him off, and that is kill number 1. Very, very nice. And we also got some secondary hits, which is something you don't see all too often. Now, unfortunately for me, there is both the Iowa and the Freddy pushing this way, and I desperately want to try to get out of there as quickly as possible. Once again, the Neptune and the Minotaur and almost any British cruisers, for that matter, can't really handle battleship caliber guns, and Iowa comes around the corner. We are spotted. Now, this is the downside of the Neptune, is she does not have that great detect that the Minotaur does have, but we were able to dodge most of those shots. Now, another good thing about the Neptune is she does have torpedoes, and you have the ability of firing them individually, as I am now. And more than likely, this Iowa is probably going to be coming around this corner and probably hugging this island. Probably not going to stay in that straight line as you did see there. So 8 torpedoes are on its way. See if we will get lucky with that. So right now our team is not doing so hot. We don't have any capture points. Enemy team does have control of B, but is currently being contested by the friendly North Carolina. Iowa comes around the corner. Let's see if we get lucky on this. Any moment now. Torpedoes are looking pretty nice. Ooh, got a good hit there. And let's see, 3 torpedo hits on the enemy Iowa. Took away about half his health. Now, probably some people will probably be criticizing me for firing single line, because the only really major downside, and the Neptune does have the ability of firing more in a spread, is if you fire them single file, as I am doing there, if one torpedo does miss, all of them more than likely will miss as well. And let's see how these next set of torpedoes go. I will have to say I probably should have led him a little bit more, because more than likely he's probably going to go towards A. He's probably not going to push all the way south. That's what I'm expecting him to do, and it does look like he's starting to turn away. Now, unfortunately for that last set of torpedoes, they're going to be just right behind him. Did not aim far ahead of him, so we are unfortunately going to miss him with that salvo of torpedoes. Obviously, he probably sees them and is well aware that he could still get hit by torpedoes, but definitely taking really big steps kind of in the other direction. Iowa looks like he is starting to turn in towards A. The teams are fairly even. The only thing is our team has lost our battleship and cruiser, while they have lost both of their destroyers and a cruiser. So things could definitely go for the worst. The enemy team does have control of 2 capture points, and unfortunately for us, our KGV is getting slammed by torpedoes, and yeah, Ranger detonates the KGV, which is highly unfortunate. But at the exact same time, the enemy team does lose their Ibuki. Does look like our team on the northeast hand side by sea is going to be able to at least start capping. Now, I am playing a very dangerous game because we know there's at least 2 battleships and a cruiser that was in around A. And at the moment they aren't being spotted. We still have our Gajamada, who's still alive and dropping torpedoes, but he's not in a really good place. And so you can see I kind of messed up. I was trying to get my hydro on, but instead I hit my heel and then I hit my smoke. Yeah.
Smoke screen set.
Yeah. Not really what I was expecting to do, but it might be a nice decoy for any ships that decide to go around that corner of the island. It looks like the Fiji is starting to come around. Let's see if we can get possible torpedoes off on this Fiji. Now, I am concerned the Fiji might have hydro, might be actually on cooldown, and that might be why I'm not being spotted here at the moment. Let's see. Torpedoes are away. Was predicting he might continue selling quite quickly out of that corner, hoping to catch me in the smoke screen, but doesn't look like that's the case. Now, one major downside of the smoke screen is previously, this has been obviously a few updates ago, you were able to fire from the smoke screen with impunity as long as the ship doesn't get within 2 kilometers. Now the Neptune doesn't have that chance of firing within the smoke screen without being detected. She will be spotted within around, I believe it is 6 kilometers. Let's see. It is 6.6 kilometers while in smoke. So you do have to be careful when playing the Neptune. It does require a little bit more distance. You can no longer sit in a smoke screen at a very short range and fire without any impunity. So you do have to be careful. It does look like that Fiji pulled out, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to capture A as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can get A without any issues. I am being cautious. There was a battleship that we last saw, that was the Freddy, that was not spotted at the moment, so I am taking my time, but not the only one that decided to come back towards A. Looks like the Freddy is there. He is pushing towards B, and we are spotted, and there's the enemy Fiji. And this poor Fiji is just outclassed by a Neptune. Neptune has such a high rate of fire that a Fiji just can't handle. Now, I am concerned that this Fiji might pop or might drop his torpedoes, but for whatever reason does not do that. Instead, we get the kill, and that was actually 7 citadels. Very, very nice. So damage-wise, definitely looking very fantastic. Looks like we actually took out both of the enemy British cruisers, and now we are gonna try to cap A. Now the Freddy is looking like he's actually wanting to come back into A. Now this is a very interesting choice. Boop. The reason why, and we are being spotted by the airplane, but once again the AA on the Neptune is really good, that we should be able to knock out this airplane fairly quickly. Yes, there we go. Freddy, for the most part, is a great close quarter combat ship, but the British cruisers have torpedoes. And this is the fun part. Yeah, I messed up on pushing that. Freddy is coming around the corner. Gonna try to turn it. I don't want to show a lot of broadside. Want to at least... Okay. He kind of missed that salvo. Torpedoes look pretty good. And here I actually hit a major lag spike that my torpedoes weren't dropping. But... Yeah. Oh my word. High caliber devastating strike. And that is actually about it. All that's left on the enemy team is the enemy ranger. Wow. Nice amount of damage. 211,546. Not too bad. Not a bad game. Kind of actually surprised that the Freddy missed us at that range. Actually kind of curious what happened there. Why he overshot us. But anyways... unfortunately for us, the ranger does go down, and that is end of the match there. So, as you are obviously well aware, of victory for us, and I do apologize once again to Rommel, because that was probably not his greatest game, and I will have to say Rommel is an excellent player. He just was unfortunate that he met up with a whole bunch of battleships and a Neptune and Fiji, so yes. Good game. Got a devastating strike. High caliber. 211,546 points of damage. 10 torpedo hits, which is always such a nice feeling when you're playing a British cruiser. 67 shell hits. 3 kills. 16 citadels. 5 plane shot down. 1 captured base. And 8 secondary hits, which is something you don't see all too often with the Neptune. And survive to tell the tale. Basic speed 2,681. Very nice. Most of our damage was essentially from all those ships in that one area. 4 ships we did a significant amount of damage. 3 of those we did take down. Torpedoes is definitely where we got the significant portion of our damage. 117,785. Armor piercing did around 87,882. So yeah, I really have to say I do love the Neptune. The Neptune is probably by far my most favorite ship to play, and for the most part, I do really good in this ship. Anyways, this is going to be it for this episode of Funday Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijian.